on the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Boise State Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon State head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense will come out first. And here comes Dylan Riley. He's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often.
What a challenge for this running back here. This late in the season against a conference opponent, one of the better run defenses in the entire country, too. We know this guy's been an absolute game breaker toting the rock, but this defensive coaching staff has had a lot of time and a lot of film all season to watch this guy and watch the schemes of this running attack. It'll be interesting to see if this guy can break through in one of his biggest tests of the year.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moves the pocket. It's Madsen. Comes down. It's Wagner.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Riley. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And Boise State, man, it seems like they always find their guy. And Dylan Riley replaces Ashton Genty. And they're going to run the football. Palmer, they make no bones about it. They're a physical run team. They play action off of that. But whoever's at the running back spot is going to get fed.
Yeah, Riley had his big opportunity a year ago, and man, he shined. He averaged almost 6 yards a carry. He was an explosive play waiting to happen. And I think having that year under his belt now has given him so much more confidence going into this season, and he is going to be the focal point, I think, of this Broncos offense.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Beavers offense coming on the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. He's coming off a game in which he had 3 catches. 2 of them wound up in the end zone in their victory. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McMillan. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Finds his man. It's McMillan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. And he gets it away.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Needs it here on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Hits inside. It's Riley. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead as we get a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Hands it off on the counter. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Madsen. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner. 2nd and long here. Trying to move them on the counter. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Wants to go up top on second down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Beavers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They put points on the board on a couple of drives, but now they like to stick one in the end zone. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Gonna run it. It's McMillan. Looking for room at the 25. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Running inside, it's McMillan. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Back to pass on second down. Escapes the sack. Going to try to get it himself. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Trying to run, it's McMillan. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Nowhere to go. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
That makes the score. Oregon State 7, Boise State 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Smashes it between the uprights. And they've regained the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Beavers head coach at the half. He has been forceful and issued a challenge with his team here at the half. He understands they're on the road, their backs are against the wall, but he said to his guys, we are better than they are. We've just got to start executing, focusing on every play call, and showing we can be good on the road to accomplish our goals. We'll see if they start this 3rd quarter with that same sense of urgency, and if they listen to their coach at the half. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Throws for the tight end. Needed a little more oomph to get it there. The Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the run, it's Riley. Just smothered on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Beavers! They take the lead here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Grabs it in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Play action on 1st down. Buying a little time to his left. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's McMillan. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. DB's right up on the receivers. Straight ahead, it's Riley. There he goes. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Caught. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Hand it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Out wide left, it's Ford. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They're all over him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
With the catch, it's McMillan. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush is on. Still looking for a man. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the...
He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. He'll go out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and they are in business in striking distance. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Touchdown, Oregon State. Puts 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls.
Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Beavers! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have them, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Makes a man miss. Looking for room at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Holds on, it's Anderson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires into the end zone, and he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll operate out of split backs. Drops back on first down. Look out! Trying to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Beavers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. Turning it on! He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nolan. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Right side, it's McMillan. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Beavers have it with a first and 10. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon State! And the punishment has been extended. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Boise State, 9.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Riley. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's taking a deep shot. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Got it looking for a first. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads it left. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Broncos come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Makes the grab. It's Wagner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.